What's up, YouTube? This is the Void here, and today we'll be doing a little deck profile on Dracomists ABCs. This deck has three of my favorite archetypes as ABCs, Draco Slayers, and Dynamists in it. This deck also has a lot of different options of plays. So for example, if your opponent were to get rid of your ABCs, you can still use your Dynamists. You can still use your Draco Slayers to beat them. So, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. With monsters, I run 3 Dynamis Rex. So, Dynamis Rex is your main guy in Dynamis, basically. He's a level 5 scale 6 and has a Castell ability if he attacks a monster and tributes another Dynamist. So, he's a really good card. I don't really use his effect a lot. I just mainly use him for the level 5. So 3 Dynamis Rex. Also run three Ceratops. He's your scale 3 level 5. Basically what he does is if you have a Dynamis monster on the field that's not Dynamis Ceratops, you can special summon that from your hand. And he goes really well with another card I will mention later on in the deck profile. Next we run 3 Placios. He's basically your Amorphage Lysis in Dynamis. So basically, when it's on the field, your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense for each Dynamis card on the field. So he's pretty good by itself. He's also a scale 6 as well. Next card that I mentioned, that I was talking about earlier, was 2 Dynamis Brachion. So basically, Brachion helps out with brick hands. So if you have a Brachion and a Ceratops in your hand and you have no other adequate cards in your hand, you can special summon Brachion, then use Ceratops effects to special summon itself, and then go for a rank 5 play with it. So 2 Brachion. Next I play 2 Dynamis Tyran. He's your level 4 scale 3 monster, and his effect is when he destroys an opponent's monster, you can search for another Dynamis card in your deck. So basically, I don't really use that card to battle as much, but I usually do when I do have the chance. So 2 is good, and he's a scale 3, so I like to balance things out by inserting an equal amount of scale 6s and scale 3s, just so I don't break with all scale 3s and scale 6s. So 2 Tyrans, and lastly, for the Dynamis engine, I run 2 Stegosaur. He's just there for the scale 3 sake. I don't run Spinos or Ankylos because I don't happen to have those cards with me. So sorry about that. I should have explained that this is more of a budget deck profile. So that's it for your Dynamis engines. Jeez, stop saying Draco Slayers. Anyways, we're getting close to the Draco Slayer engine though, but first we have to get through the ABC engine. First we have 3 A Assault Cores, 3 B Buster Drakes, and 3 C Crush Wyverns for the ABC engine. Alright, finally, we're in the Draco Slayer engine, and it's practically only 3 cards, 1 Luster, 1 Vector, and 1 Master. In this deck, I don't run Painful Decision since it takes up quite a bit of room in there, so I normally just like to run 3 of them, just in case I do draw into, just to like hope I would draw into them or use Draco Face Off early in the duel or later in the duel. So just these 3 Draco Slayers and Draco Overlords. That's it for the monsters. Now to go into the spells, I run 3 Dynamis Charge. He's basically your main searcher for Dynamis and your main Dynamis monster recovery from the extra deck. So 3 is really good. I also run 3 Union Hanger for the ABCs. It's a searcher for ABCs and also equips another ABC from your deck to your other ABC monster. To your other Union monsters, I mean. Sorry about that. So 3 Union Hangers. I run 2 MSTs for back row, 1 Cosmic Cyclone for better back row, I suppose. I wish I could have gotten 3, but as of now, I can't really stop that from happening. So just one will have to do. I also run 1 Draco Face Off to bring out those Draco Slayers, and 1 Upstart to make this a 39 card deck. And that's it for the spells. And now for the traps. For the traps, I run one time space trap hole. I'm surprised many people don't really run this in this format, since a lot of decks revolve around special summoning. So basically, if your opponent would like special summon many monsters, like up to 5, you say, you could pay 5,000, shuffle all of them back into the deck. Now this really works really well with pendulum monsters, since they rely entirely on flooding the field. So using this is really good to like completely stop them in their tracks when it comes to their plays. So one time space, I wouldn't go for another, otherwise it would be overkill. I also play one Solemn Warning for the negations, and that's it for the main deck. Now for the extra deck, let's see. For the extra deck, I run one Nova and one Infinity. Basically, he's your main guy you want to bring out with Dynamis, I suppose, but the thing is, you don't really want to bring out Infinity at once with Dynamis, since they have their own scale effects that let them survive on their own. So normally I would not want to go into that easily. I wouldn't want to go into that much unless you're going second. In that case would be really good. So just one Cyber Dragon, Nova, and Infinity. I also run one number 101 Silent Monarch, one Abyss Dweller, and let's see, where is it? One Castel for to get rid of stuff you don't like, and one Gear Gigant for searchers. So as you notice, most of the cards in this deck are machines. So Gear Gigant really does help you bring out all of the ABCs and some level 4 Dynamis. So just one is okay. And for the Draco Slayers, I run one Magister to search out pendulum monsters, one Ignister to shuffle back any monsters my opponent controls into the deck. Actually, only one, not all of them. That would be OP. I also run one Dynaster to protect my Draco Slayers and my Dynamis. And for the ABC engine, I just run 3 ABC Dragon Buster. And the final 3 cards I put in my extra deck are the 7 Sins engine, starting with number 22 Lancelot, or no, actually 23 Lancelot, 84 Pain Gainer, and finally number 77, the 7 Sins. I personally like 7 Sins, since you can actually clear out some ABCs you don't need, ABC Dragon Busters you don't need, and turn it into some big powerful monster. Also, the 7 Sins has a really good monster effect too, which allows you to banish all of your opponent's special summoned monsters. So he's a really good card. This is a really good engine to use, and I recommend this engine to anyone wanting to run this in their extra deck. So basically just one 7 Sins engine is good. That's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, you can really just run anything. I run one Wiretap and one Grand Horn of Heaven. Wiretap helps out slightly with Paleozoics. I wish I did have like 2 more, but I guess I'm broke, so one will have to do for now. And finally, just 3 Spell Shattering Arrows just to counter Monarchs and their continuous spell cards and trap cards. No, it only kills spell cards. So just to help out with continuous spell cards they have that might be annoying, such as Domain or Return and all that March. So all that good stuff that Monarchs run. So 3 would really help out. Well, help like even out the field a little bit. So that's it for the deck profile. If you really like this video, please rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos like these and for more new content. Also, if you like, you can check out my friend Ruchioda the Great. He has some really cool content. If you like MLP, if you like anime, if you like Minecraft gameplay, Call of Duty gameplay, please make sure to go to him. It'll really help him out, and it'll help me out as well. So, and again, thanks for watching, and this is Lord Void signing out. You have a good day or night or wherever you're living in. So, yeah, you have a good day or night. Peace.